Board meeting of the East China School Board. We'll start with a moment of silence and Pledge of Allegiance, please. Thank you. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item on the agenda, items of interest, recognition, and inquiry. Anything from our Board of Education members?
First of all, I want to congratulate Palms Elementary. They were awarded a grant from the St. Clair County Medical Society Foundation and the YMCA. The grant totaled $700 for the Walk for Summer reading program. So congratulations to them. I'd like to congratulate the St. Clair High School tennis team. They are regional champs for 27 years in a row. Wow. Yes. I also want to congratulate the Marine City ladies soccer team. On Saturday, they were in Croslex in a tournament, and they won all 5 of their soccer games they played on Saturday, and were obviously won the championship. I also, if some of you might have noticed, there's some flowers out here, and if you went over to the other door, there's some flowers sitting around. And I just want to thank Angie Gleason, Chris Kletcha, and the rest of the secretarial parapro bargaining unit. Angie wrote to the MEA for a grant, and our district received a beautification grant. And so the flowers will be planted tomorrow by those ladies. So make sure if you see any of the secretaries or the parapros that you thank them. And I just want to make sure that people know that it's not coming out of our budget, that these people worked hard and wrote a grant. You know, we're staying within our budget. But the central office will look really nice. And I think that's all I have. Oh, and congratulations to the seniors. I know it's their last week. And thank you, principals, for keeping the lid on things, and graduation is June 3rd. So thank you.
Anybody else?
No, she's still late.
Mrs. Sabula.
Good evening. I wanted to point out that the flowers out front are black, red, and purple, representing all 3 of our high schools. So thank you, Mrs. Biebuck. Also, good luck to the Marine City High School Band. They have their concert tonight at 7:30 right here at the PAC. Also wanted to make note that the Michigan Department of Education released its new school index system that rates all the public schools in Michigan. And I wanted to note that both Marine City High School and St. Clair High School were in the top 3 high schools in our county. Also last week, the U.S. News and World Report released its list of the top high schools in America, and Marine City High School received a silver medal. This is their 3rd silver medal in the last 4 years, so congratulations to both St. Clair and Marine City High Schools for their outstanding performance.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And as Mrs. Biebuck reported, it's hard to believe, but graduation 2018 is right around the corner. Graduation is June 3rd. Marine City High School is at 1 o'clock at the Marine City High School gym. Riverview East is at 3:30 at the Performing Arts Center. And St. Clair High School is at 6 p.m., I believe, at McMorran Arena. It will be a wonderful day. Thank you.
All right. Next item on our agenda is the St. Clair County Association of School Boards Scholarship Recipients and Mentors. I'm going to step over here. The St. Clair County Association of School Boards and their Scholarship Recognition Program. On behalf of the St. Clair County Association of School Boards, I am pleased to present 2 students with a check for $600. This is the 28th year that the County School Board Association has awarded scholarship checks to students who are planning to pursue a teaching degree. Our 2 recipients, Marine City High School recipient Justin Weissman, will apply to Adrian College, where he plans to major in elementary education. Justin is the son of Lenny and Kathy Wiseman. Teaching swimming lessons and being complimented by his boss, Jed, led Justin to consider a career in teaching. Justin says he really enjoys working with kids, and there is never a dull moment. Justin, he's learning. There is never a dull moment. Justin believes he can leave an impact on a child by being a good role model, among other things. I would ask that Kathy and Justin please come forward. It is no surprise that Justin chose his mother, Kathy, as the teacher who influenced him with a great deal in his career. Justin says he hopes he can be as successful as his mother, Kathy, who has been teaching over 20 years because it has been love that she loves to do. Congratulations.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We're all rolling around. Sorry.
Our St. Clair High School recipient, Mackenzie Buslip, plans to attend Grand Valley State University, where she will study secondary education. Mackenzie is the daughter of Mary and Rich Buslip. I love school. These are the first three words on Mackenzie's scholarship application. What other choice would she make for her career? Mackenzie says that being able to teach her favorite subjects and also have an opportunity to coach or advise students would be a dream come true. I would ask if Mackenzie and Mr. Fouché would come forward. All of the teachers at St. Clair High School have been great, says Mackenzie. It is Mr. Joseph Fouché, however, who is credited with the most influence on her decision to pursue a secondary education. Mackenzie says through Mr. Fouché's class, she learned to love writing and Shakespeare. Congratulations. As a school board member, it doesn't get much better than that. Jackie Hanton from the Community Foundation of St. Clair County was unable to be with us here tonight, and she's going to reschedule. Next item on our agenda is our consent agenda. A motion needed for the approval of minutes, regular bills, regular board meeting of education, April 23rd, 2018, approval of payment of bills, financial statements, schedule of investments.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Frank.
Support.
Support by Mr. Disselrath. Comments or questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. So carried. Next item, recognition of persons wishing to address the board. We have our little cheerleader, Nancy Mott. Please come forward and let's just hear what's going on.
Do you ever get tired of hearing it?
No.
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 Okay. My name is Nancy Mott, 7th and 6th grade math teacher at St. Clair Middle School, proud member of the ECEA, here to share with you things that are happening in our classrooms. On May 5th, Eddie's 5th grade visited the Detroit Institute of Arts and the Charles H. Wright African American Museum. The Spanish teacher, Brooke Nowakowski, and art teacher, won a grant that allowed students to visit the DIA for free in order to explore great Spanish art and artists. Ms. Nowakowski had taken a class at the DIA in order to share with the students the insights of the artists. While they were at the Detroit Institute of Arts, the students also visited the display of early American and British art and artifacts. This augmented their lessons in social studies on the triangular trade during colonial times. They also decided to extend the school day and visit the Charles H. Wright African American Museum, since it was just right around the corner. They had a personal tour of the display called "And We Still Will Rise," where they explored the passage of West Africans to American during the transatlantic slave trades. This also augmented their social studies lessons on slavery in the 13 colonies. And that was submitted by Susan Day, 5th grade teacher at Eddy. Diane Trout, a Bell River kindergarten teacher, is going to Upland Hills Farms with her students. This ties into their curriculum, studying science with trees and their seasons. It also works in their social studies unit because they find out what the earth gives to us. Marnie Williams, Marine City High School and Marine City Middle School art teacher, also visited the Detroit Institute of Arts. She took 86 7th and 8th grade art students, and they said it was a great trip and the students got to see loads of great art. Eddy's 5th graders are busy because they are also going to Camp Tamarack on Friday, May 25th, to partake in a physics lesson called Force and Motion Canoeing. They will also be doing a simulation of surviving a year in a new settlement, which fits into their social studies unit on colonization. The parent chaperones will act as the townspeople, the sheriff, the teachers, the merchants, and the farmers. Lizzie Clark, a special education teacher at St. Clair High School, had a real treat with her special education science classes. For about 2 weeks before Mother's Day, her students went to the greenhouse at St. Clair High School to water their plants for their moms. They then decorated a pot for their mom and transplanted their flowers into it to give to their moms for Mother's Day. All of the 6th grade students at Marine City Middle School enjoyed a close-up look at some animals last week. Science Alive came to Marine City Middle School and brought an anteater, an American alligator, a chinchilla, a Burmese python, and an armadillo. The students really enjoyed petting the super soft fur of the chinchilla and having the loving anteater crawl into their laps. Some students even let the Burmese python slither across their legs. It was a great learning experience as their interpreter from the Science Alive program explained all of the adaptations these animals have to help them survive. And that was under the direction of Barb Smith at Marine City Middle School. 8th grade science students, under the direction of Miss Carrie Friedel Estapa, Miss Joan Rosel, and Mrs. Kim Burkhart, are studying hydrogeology at St. Clair Middle School. A key question in this unit is how do human decisions and land usages affect the quality of both groundwater and surface water? Students will study water quality in the St. Clair area by using the reclaimed wetland that is just west of St. Clair Middle School. They will analyze the effect the wetland has on water quality, water absorption, and wildlife. The watersheds of St. Clair County will also be explored, as well as how different toxins flow in our region to the Atlantic Ocean. Different types of pollution will also be discussed. Palms students are preparing and practicing for their field day on Friday, May 25th, and Gearing students are equally excited for theirs on Tuesday, June 5th, under the direction of Jan Cornish, physical education teacher. They love to have spectators, so they would like to extend an invitation to any school board member, President Saibula, and Superintendent Saibula, and anyone else interested in watching students shine. Please join them on these fantastic days. Mr. Burdick's, Mrs. Mott's, and Mrs. Schweiger's St. Clair Middle School 7th grade math students have spent over 1,400 hours and solved over 179,000 math problems using our PTO-sponsored IXL math program. This program is a practice-based online math resource, so we have a shout out, a great big thank you to our St. Clair Middle School PTO. Hannah Marginian's 6th grade reading class at St. Clair Middle School just finished the M-Step, and they are now writing a fairy tale story from the villain's perspective. They are showing that there is more than one side to a story, and sometimes people are just misunderstood. Marine City Middle School 8th grade pre-algebra students just wrapped up a project on calculating the number of rubber bands you needed to safely drop a Barbie doll from the outside bleachers. They did this based on their classroom data collection and creating an equation for the line of best fit. We have a couple of shout-out thank yous. One is from Miss Kathleen Dingman. She's the media specialist at Pine River and Gearing's, and she says, on behalf of our elementary school libraries, she would love to thank the Marine City Middle School Junior Honor Society for their generous donation of this year's award-winning books to add to each collection at their libraries for the students to enjoy. They purchased for them a book called A Wolf in the Snow, which is a Caldecott Award winner, and also a book called Hello Universe, which is a Newbery Award winner. And the St. Clair High School physical education classes made their annual week-long spring trip to the Voyager Bowling Alley last week as part of their lifetime sports classes. Steve Mott and Bill Nesbitt would like to thank the East China Schools Transportation Department, East China School District bus drivers, and Mike Laporte at the Voyager for making this all happen. 124 students in 4 lifetime sports classes really had a great time bowling all last week. Thanks.
Thanks, Nancy.
We have to get her a cheerleading outfit. She does such a great job. Next is our summer feeding program. Julie Humphrey,
Hi,
welcome.
thank you. I'm here to share information about our Meet Up and Eat Up program that we offer. This is our 4th year that we're able to offer this program, and it is free meals made available at certain locations within the district based on qualifications that the school had to have. And I'm excited to share that we have a new site this year. It's Eddy Elementary, and we are serving 11:15 to 12:15 meals daily. Anybody 18 and under. There's no requirements as far as income restriction or paperwork. So children can just come as long as they're 18 and under. And also, we are serving June 18th through August 24th, Monday through Friday. So basically the whole summer at Eddy. We also have Marine City Middle School that will be serving again, same times, 11:15 to 12:15. We are serving July 30th through August 23rd, Monday through Friday as well. And we have our 3rd site, that is East China Park. That's a closed site. It's part of the East China Park Recreation Program, so if students sign up for that, they receive free meals as well. And that's June 25th through August 2nd. And we are currently seeking volunteers, just to put the word out, for help with supervision of the students or children when they come in the cafeteria. The only requirements for all these programs is that they eat on site and they take a meal. Other than that, that's the only requirements for anybody that shows. Any questions?
Anticipate how many numbers?
At the Eddy site, we're unsure 'cause students could walk, so we're guessing between 50 and 70 a day, but it could be more since it's our first year. The middle school one, we receive right around 80 to 100 a day at Marine City Middle School. It's also runs with the summer school program, so that helps us. And then the East China Park, we serve 50 to 80 a day.
That's
How are we,
fantastic.
how are we letting the community know about this?
So we will, usually I give the information to all the schools, especially the elementaries and things like that, so they share that information off. We put it on the website as well.
Okay.
And then any type of programs that are happening during that time, we also share it with anybody that's going to be in the schools. So it is going to be offered to Kids Connection and also their summer, is it summer rec?
Summer adventure.
program at Eddy as well. And they've been notified already for those.
Okay.
I wonder if we should contact like Marine City and St. Clair commissions and have them announce it at their meetings, just to get
could.
the word out. I don't know, I'm just,
And maybe Channel
Wondering.
6, are you doing a blurb on Channel 6
Mhm.
coming
We
up?
have another one coming
So
up.
we could
Yep.
put
Yeah.
that into there too.
Everywhere.
thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a board action item. We have one tonight. Per administration recommendation, the Board of Education approves the contract renewal with Chartwell's Food Service for the 2018-19 school year. Motion needed.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. B. Buck,
Support.
support by Mrs. Frank. Comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So carried. Item number 7 is just items for next regular board meeting. East China School District retirees, East China School District 2017-18 budget final revision, 2018-2019 budget approval, original budget, Neola and board policies updated, and our student handbooks.
Jim, could I just want to make a comment on the first one, the East China School District retirees.
Mhm.
When our next meeting is in June, you know, everybody's done with school, and I'm just wondering if maybe next year, obviously we can't do anything about it this year, is maybe we recognize those retirees at our May meeting before everybody scatters. I mean, I think it would mean more to them
Okay,
if we recognized them at the May meeting.
Makes
that's a
sense.
good idea.
Anybody else have anything? Everybody enjoy their summer? We stand adjourned.
Wow.
The band